Okay, welcome to Unit 4, Lesson 3, 4.3, Distance Between Points. So we're going to start off right here with example 1, and we're going to fill in the blank in this sentence. One way to find the distance between 2 points on a coordinate grid is to simply plot the points, then count. Plot, then count. Okay? Let's give it a try. A, -6, 4. So by now we know when it's negative, I go to the left for my x point, and for the y is positive, so I'm going up. So I'm going to start at my origin, 0, 0, and I'm going to go left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll plot my point right there, A. Okay, now I'm going to plot -6, -3. So I go back over to -6, but this time I go down to -3 right here. Okay, so now I need to count the distance between those points. And literally, that's all I have to do is count. So I take this point, let me make it a little bigger. Let's see if my lasso is working today. If I circle it, I should be able to move it. I don't want those dots there. Let me try again, and if not, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so from this point down to this point is 7 units. Again, all I did was count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I went down 7 units. Okay, let's do the next one. B, 2, -5. Over to the right 2 because it's positive. Down to the -5 because it's negative. I plot my point right there. That's B. Now I'm going to plot -4, -5. So I'm going to the left to -4, down to -5. I'm going to plot it right there. B. All right, and now I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units. Okay, so that's how you find the distance between points. Easy, right? But now sometimes they'll give you the points, but not give you the coordinate grid. So you can also find the distance between 2 points without using a coordinate grid. So if the 2 points are in the same quadrant, now when we look up at our other examples, A, these 2 right here, were not in the same quadrant. One was in quadrant 2, one was in quadrant 3. Same thing for B. They were not in the same quadrant. One was in quadrant 3, the other B is in quadrant 4. So if we have 2 points that are in the same quadrant, like right here, for example, -8, -2, I know I'm going to go to the left for -8, and I'm going to go up to the 2. So I'm going to end up in quadrant 2. And the other point, -8 up to -5, would also be in quadrant 2. So they are in the same quadrant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the points that don't match. And I'm going to subtract. Okay, so the -8 and the -8 are the same. The 5 and the 2 do not match. So I'm going to subtract those 2 numbers. The absolute value of 5 is 5. The absolute value of 2 is 2. 5 minus 2 equals 3 units. So if I were to plot those points and count them, they would be 3 units apart. Now let's come over to here to an example like we had up above, where the points are in different quadrants. And again, I can visualize moving 2 to the right and then going down -6 would put me in quadrant 4. Okay? And if I go -3, I go to the left, and -6, I go down. So if I go to the left and down, I'm in quadrant 3. So in this situation, I'm in 2 different quadrants. So again, I find the points that don't match, just like before. Only this time, I add them together. So the ones that don't match are the 2 and the -3. And again, I'm adding the absolute value. So I've got 2 plus 3 equals 5 units. So I'm not doing 2 plus -3. Remember, I'm taking that -3, okay, and the absolute value of -3 is 3. So that's what I'm using, okay? So the 2 and the 3 don't match. I add them together and I get 5 units, okay? And that's all there is to finding the distance between 2 points. Now, I would definitely keep my notes out when I am doing this and constantly refer back, okay? Same quadrant, they don't match, I subtract. Different quadrant, find the ones that don't match and add. Okay, just keep saying that over and over, and eventually it will just become habit. That's all. Thanks.